Hello world and welcome to episode 2 of My Point of View. My name is Wilson Buru, and what an amazing 2 weeks it has been. From Ababexit to the arrival in East Africa of the king of anti-aging creams, that is Benjamin Bibi Netanyahu. This is an actual picture of Netanyahu in 1998. Does Israeli politics retain moisture? If so, somebody give it to our president. I mean, this was him just yesterday. We really have to get our president a piece of that good stuff. Anyway, let's get back to the week that was. And it started with ODM Secretary General Ababu Namwamba, who behaved like a typical Kenyan politician by having his mouth say the exact opposite of what his earlier mouth had said it would do.
Pius Taufik Namwamba Ababu has resigned as the Secretary General of ODM.
Nyinyi ndio mzizi. Bila shaka yoyote, mimi ninatii amri vile mumeamrisha.
Yes, finally, Budalangi Member of Parliament and the Orange Democratic Movement's biggest small kahunas finally buckled to pressure that he piled on himself and resigned the hot seat and even quit the Chungwa party, regardless of the fact that he had stated categorically that he would do no such thing.
Are you contemplating leaving ODM?
No, absolutely not.
Let it be remembered that prior to all this hoopla, Ababu had been accused of being a Jubilee mole after this photo of him caressing the hands of President Uhuru Kenyatta at State House surfaced.
If I needed to visit State House again, I would do it.
Then, after the hole he dug, pun so intended, became too hot, he crawled out of it and decided to put up a fight, appearing on all TV stations at all times and thumping his thorax, declaring that he is and always will be ODM's greatest living Secretary General.
There's nobody else in this party called General, and I'm not called General for nothing.
Wana ODM waulizo walinibatiza generali wa chama kwa sababu gani?
I was responsible for authorizing this investigation as chairman of the Public Accounts Committee then. This is one of perhaps the most thorough investigations ever conducted.
Do I look disgruntled?
Do you look disgruntled? Absolutely not. But you do look like a near future former Budalangi Member of Parliament. And Ababu has no one to blame other than himself.
Ababu is blaming party leader Raila Odinga for his words, claiming Raila betrayed him.
Okay. He has two people to blame, himself and Raila. What Mr. General with the tail between his legs here failed to realize is that you cannot have your cake and eat it. You cannot be an opposition kingpin in Kenya and at the same time make visits to State House and have the government construct bridges in your constituency. That is just simple standard 6 politics. Everybody knows that. Ask Raphael Tuju.
Saseni, mimi naitwa Raphael Tuju. Ama Rafo mkipenda.
What I have done is to acknowledge that government exists to serve the people.
You know, I don't know which people he speaks of, but that's a very cute impression of Kenya's most rare tribe, the hopefuls. Secondly, let's admit it, the biggest surprise here is not that Ababu Namwamba quit ODM. No. The biggest surprise is how this guy managed to survive for a year and 4 months as the ODM Secretary General after being caught snitching on Baba. That is nothing short of a miracle.
Your Excellency, I'm very upset. I'm hurt. I'm upset. First of all, I feel betrayed. Secondly, I feel abandoned.
How do you survive that? No, seriously. How? It's like two people who are playing a game of chess and then one of them just stands up and defecates on the table, defecates on the chess pieces, defecates on the board, defecates on his fellow player, and then proceeds to sit down and expect that everybody will be fine with it. In fact, this survival has been so impressive even to Ababu himself It has formed the title of his autobiography, How to Shit Where You Eat. Available now on hard copy and Kindle.
I'm not called general for nothing.
Very true. They don't call him general anymore. You know why? Dude couldn't get anything done in the party.
I have led and led from the front.
ODM Reloaded ni mimi nilianzisha.
I was responsible for authorizing this investigation as chairman of the Public Accounts Committee then.
Nilitangaza waziwazi kuvunjiliwa mbali kwa tume ya kusimamia uchaguzi ndani ya chama.
I am the first person within the code fraternity to raise the red flag on IEBC.
Boo-hoo. You know who else raised a red flag? Hitler. That's who. Anyway, so Ababu managed to paint a holier-than-thou image in our head. He was the good guy. Fine, he did pull a John Githongo on Baba, but even wives who beat their husbands are allowed to sleep in the same bed as the BT. So why would anyone want Raila's ass-kicking but philandering general out of the ODM army?
Edwin Sifuna?
That office was vacant and it has been vacant for the past 18 months.
The office has been vacant for 18 months. 18 months! Let me tell you how long 18 months is. My neighbor's dog gave birth 6 times in that period. Which reminds me, by the way, I need to get rid of that thing. Let's count back 18 months and give our learned friend Mr. Sifuna here an error allowance of plus or minus 2 months. Because, you know, lawyers are not very good in math. Which takes us all the way back to March of 2015.
Part of the evidence that Namwamba hopes to use to prove his innocence before the Powers and Privileges Committee is a conversation he recorded secretly using his phone while engaging opposition leader Raila Odinga and 2 ODM members of parliament over bribery allegations in PSC.
Manoj is a member.
Manoj is a member, but Manoj was not keen to sign.
And that is where the problem is. ODM just doesn't tolerate snitches. Snitches get stitches, not riches. After all that, however, the moment was finally here. The whole country held its collective breath. People huddled close to their radios and others aligned to go watch the man in person. The moment was here, the time for the announcement. Drum rolls, please.
Wazee wamekuja kwangu, wameketi na mimi masaa 5 faragani hawa wazee.
Okay. Meeting first. But then, after the meeting, the general of all generals dropped the bombshell.
La shaka yoyote, mimi ninatii amri vile mumeamrisha. I feel light. I feel free. I feel like a man who has traveled a long journey with a heavy yoke around his neck.
We held our collective breaths for a whole week and all you could come up with was that? Where is the I quit? Where is the I resign? Or where is the take your party and shove it where the sun don't shine? Where is it? And why the f*** is he whispering?
So when Mudavadi was departing ODM in 2012, Ababu told him that he was departing from an ocean and retreating into a small swimming pool. And that is exactly what Ababu is doing today.
Pale nitakanyaga, mutakanyaga na mimi. Ukweli uongo? Nitakapolala, mutalala na mimi. Ukweli uongo? Pale nitatembea, mutatembea na mimi. Ukweli uongo?
And this brings us to our new segment, Ta-da! Political Prostitution, brought to you by the President, because the highest bidder deserves some good. Now, Ababu's excuse about his exit, claiming that it's his constituents who wanted him to quit, is true. In the same breath, what is also true is that Catherine Elizabeth Middleton, also known as Princess Catherine, the Duchess of Cambridge, is my current girlfriend. Now, what General I Can't Say I Quit here is doing is just taking advantage of the Political Parties Amendment Bill 2016, which the President assented to the other day, which gives the MPs freedom to switch political parties before their terms end without losing their seats, aka legalized political prostitution. You see, this is exactly what happens in this country. A politician makes his own life difficult for himself, and when he gets into trouble, starts singing, "Oh my people, there is oh my people now." But no, not for Ababu, because as soon as he left, ODM supporters had this to say.
Wherever he will go, we will follow him, we will fight him, we will defeat him in the elections.
Shauri yako, endelote sena wangu, siwezi kuwa mtu